All right. Hey guys, coming to you, we're going to look at our warm up today. This is relationships between words. So we're going to go over this just a second. I want you to read the instructions and answer the questions as we go through. Okay. Now, relationships between words. Your introduction is an analogy shows the relationship between two pairs of words. Here's an example. Fast is to slow as up is to down. I used to hate these on a test because I could never figure out what they were talking about. Now, to understand this analogy, think about the relationship between fast and slow. Up and down are related in the same way. The words are what we call antonyms, correct? There are different types of analogies. As you study the chart below, think about the relationship between the pairs of words. So synonyms, what are synonyms? Synonyms. Small is to miniature, as fast is to speedy. So if they're synonyms, that means that they're similar or they may mean almost the same thing. All right, so small is to miniature, as fast is to speedy. Antonyms. Antonyms are what? The opposite. So young is to old, as smooth is to rough. So these are antonyms. It means that they are opposite. Cause and effect. Tired is to sleep, as hungry is to eat. So if I'm tired, I'm going to want to sleep. My cause, tired. The effect, sleep. Cause, hungry. The effect, eat. Part to a whole. A finger is part of a hand, and a petal is part of a daisy. Petal, daisy. The petal is the part of the flower, and the flower is the daisy. The finger is part of the hand, and the hand is the whole. Item and category. Carrot is to vegetable. So that means that the carrot is the same thing as a vegetable, as a cherry is to a fruit. Now, again, I hate these in testing, but it's something that we have to remember. So when you're thinking of these things, I want you to think about the analogy, which is what? Analogy is to think about the relationship between words. So an analogy is a relationship between words, thoughts, anything really. So if you're thinking of an analogy, it's the relationship between things. All right. So now let's take a look at the practice here. Write a word to complete each analogy and then write the type of analogy on the line below. Now, hint, to identify the relationship between the words in the first pair, ask yourself, are the words synonyms or antonyms? Synonym meaning the same, antonym meaning the opposite. Is the first word the cause and the second word the effect? Is the first word part and the second word a whole? Is the first word an item and the second word a category? Follow your examples up here. Okay. Now, scale is to fish as fur is to what? Think about it. What is a scale to a fish? And fur is to what? I'm going to say mammal, right? Oops, I misspelled it. I misspelled that one too. See, this is why we have spell check. All right, so scale is to fish, as fur is to mammal. So what type of analogy is this? Is it a synonym, which means the same thing? Is it an antonym, which means it's the opposite thing? Is it a cause and effect, which means something caused me to be tired and then I want to sleep? Or something caused me to be hungry, so I want to eat? Is it part of a whole? A finger is part of a hand. A petal is part of a daisy. Is it item and category? A carrot is a vegetable. A cherry is a fruit. It is what? Part of a whole, correct? Part of a whole. Because we have a scale, which is a small part of a fish, and fur, which is a small part of a mammal. All right, so guys, I want you to do this warm-up right quick. Just this first page. I don't want you to do anything else unless you just have time and you want to do it. All right? So do this first page as your warm-up.